So stuck, man. Yeah. To the gang, man.
How high? Give credit to Zaza. Genetics. All y'all niggas weak as pathetic. I don't know why you try to sell it. I'm smoking the strain. It's killing my lungs, but damn, it's easing my brain. I'm losing control, my body's immune, it's all the same. Except for genetics, cause they got the flame. Roll up a 3, everything you got game. Puff it and pass it, the cipher remains. In the 360, y'all niggas ain't ready, I'm steaming the pot like.
What's that?
That's Zaza.
Smell that.
That's Zaza.
What up, gang? It's your boy Zot back with another banger. Happy New Year, gang. It's 2026. In today's video, we break down how to increase mold resistance and how I was able to take dead ops and prepare it for one of the harshest mold environments in the world, Trinidad and Tobago. And without any further ado, let's break it down. All right, gang, quick sponsor shout out. Today's video is sponsored by Doomsday Mobile. Strategy game, super dope. Listen, it's one of those games I take with me to the bathroom and end up with my legs numb because I'm sitting on the toilet playing for way too long, man. Listen, this game will have you hooked. Make sure you download. I'm going to leave a link in the description. It's a free download. If you download Doomsday, right, make sure you send me a screenshot, and I'll make sure you're entered in our next giveaway to win 2 community love strains. All right, make sure you download and send me a screenshot. And this is the kicker: for every 5 levels you make, you get a new entry. I'm going to enter you for another entry in the giveaway. So level 5, that's 2 entries. Level 10, that's 3 entries. You make it to level 15, that's 4 entries. You know how it go. So make sure you download Doomsday Mobile, and much love, guys. I see you in the chat. So Trinidad is one of the most unforgiving, harshest environments I've ever bred for, right? High humidity, constant moisture, perfect conditions for mold, powdery mildew. And the truth is, a lot of people and a lot of popular strains just are not prepared for that environment. Me and my brother Tony, over the last several years, 3-4 years, have been really working to increase mold resistance in all of the strains we introducing over there in Trinidad. But one specifically, our multiple cup winner, Dead Ops, we had to perform a special technique because time wasn't in our favor, right? We had to make the correct moves, but also make sure that we did it in a reasonable amount of time without cutting corners. That's when I realized if we kept doing the traditional line work, the regular Mendelian traditional down the road line work, we would keep getting those same traditional failures in that environment. We had to step it up a notch. I had to step it up a notch. So I knew the only way to be able to increase mold resistance more than it already was, because Dead Ops was already a highly resistant strain, highly athletic, highly vigorous at the time. So I knew the only way to be able to increase would be some sort of advanced back crossing non-Mendelian practices. And in this case, we came up and we realized that an F3 back cross squared would be the exact method that we would need to take in order to isolate even more mold resistance in a reasonable amount of time. So most line work prioritizes uniformity very early on. Uniformity doesn't equal survival, right? We always talk about the importance of natural selection and understanding natural selection, but mainly being able to recognize the fit that are in the population. We understand that it's survival of the fittest. And so we isolate the ones that are most fit for that environment. And typically, whatever traits that come with being fit in that particular environment will be passed down to future generations, ultimately creating a resistant population. So in a place like Trinidad, resistance isn't just one gene, right? Resistance equals structure, airflow, response time, stress tolerance, all kind of interacting. That doesn't always follow a clean Mendelian path that we are basically learning in our foundation teachings, right? Now, all of you might be like, what? F3 back cross square, what the heck? In this case, we're not chasing consistency. We're actually looking to reinforce survivability. We've mentioned in previous videos different advanced methods outside of the Mendelian practice when we think in terms of introgression back crosses, transgression back crosses. You know, we have tons of tools that are available to us in our toolbox, right? And all of these tools help us to develop a breeding program specific to our project. Dead Ops was already built on a strong foundation of Mendelian practice and Mendelian selection. So long story short, Dead Ops was already stable. It was already an elite line, right? I only needed to increase mold resistance in an already almost perfect strain. This is where we use the introgression back cross, right? We found a particular donor parent who can offer that mold resistance at a superior level, and we did an outcross, right? We took the risk of pulling in any unwanted traits from the donor parent, but we took that risk knowing that the experience that we have and the skill and the tools in our tools box, we were confident enough to push all of that unwanted stuff out. Once you start to learn this stuff and truly learn the foundations and the basics and the history, breeding isn't about following all those rules blindly, right? It's about responding to reality. It's about adjusting to the unexpected. And Trinidad taught me that resistance, it isn't selected, it's earned, it's developed over time. Even though I had a strain already that was super resistant, Trinidad showed me it's levels to it, right? And Dead Ops won like 5 first place, you know, and I coined that all to the resistance preparation and the practices that we put in order for it to shine and stick out like a sore thumb in that environment. And it's performing, it's slam dunking, it's posterizing every strain that's competing next to it. So if you study and you truly put in the work, the results will show. If you're breeding for real world conditions, it's okay to sometimes break tradition, but you have to first know all of that stuff. You can't just skip, once you get to that level of understanding with the foundation and the base knowledge, you are experienced enough to go outside of tradition without cutting corners, man. Earlier, you may have heard me mention the Community Love Initiative, sponsored by Team Zaza QCE, Quality, Community, and Education. We bring quality to this community through education. But the C, right? The big C in that is community. So, a good friend of mine, this was an idea I had a couple years ago, but a good friend of mine, he needed he's a prideful dude, so he didn't come out asking for help. I believe his wife went out and posted, a post saying, hey, listen, long story short, man, we could use some help. And, him and his wife always showing love in the community, always promoting, always shouting out. And they got a huge family, right? Beautiful family, man. And immediately when I saw the post, of course, I wanted to put the guys on the GoFundMe. I posted the GoFundMe in the group chat. So I'll also post the GoFundMe in the comment section as well. But it inspired me to bring back something I wanted to do a couple years ago, and that was the Community Love Initiative, where we have a list of strains that rotate each month. In each month, those strains are all the same price, and each month, 20% of each pack proceeds go directly to a community member who might be in need, who might just need an extra push. Each month we feature a new member. In this month, we feature my brother and his family, Despicable Dabs, man. So much love to them. I'm excited for them to help me roll out the program. I'm excited to get you guys involved. It's an initiative. We are reinvesting back into our own community when it comes to where it really matters, right? When people, they say when you help others, you help yourself. And sometimes you got to look back and remember a time where you might have needed help, right? A little bit of empathy goes a long way. And I feel like this program is something new that the community can really, look forward to each month. We got some dope, unique strains up there. I try to put something. Right now, we only got 2 strains. We got 2 F2 strains. Now, I do not sell F2s, right? But I wanted to do something unique. I wanted to offer something different. So we got Dead Ops F2 along with Laos Highland Tribe, Landrace, right? F2. And then we got some more stuff coming. This next couple days, I'll be dropping. We'll have at least 4 to 5 strains each month. You could support by doing a GoFundMe, or you can support by going up to the community love section of ZazaGenetics.com, the community love section, and grabbing a couple strains, man. Yeah, we appreciate everybody for chipping in, man, and much love to the community. Much love to Team Zaza. Yeah, make sure you visit ZazaGenetics.com, man. Take advantage of the new community strains that at an affordable price, and they do something good for the community. So help someone in need out and get some fire along the way. And visit acinfinity.com too. Use code Team Zaza, you get a discount at checkout. Other than that, man, I'll catch you guys, man, in Discord or on Twitch, man. We got shows each week. QCE the podcast will be returning this weekend, Saturday, 9 p.m. So catch you guys Saturday, 9 p.m. YouTube and Twitch live stream. QCE the podcast. Much love. I'm out of here. Bow.